Hong Gil-dongjeon means a novel in Korean. Hong Gil-dong was born into a noble family but faced discrimination and mistreatment from his stepmother. He grew up in a harsh reality where he couldn't even address his father and elder brother properly. Frustrated with his circumstances, Hong Gil-dong eventually left home and ventured into the world, where he encountered 8 companions. They formed a group of bandits and began their activities. Hong Gil-dong showcased exceptional martial arts skills and clever strategies among the bandits, eventually becoming their leader. He named their group Hwalbindang, which means a gang that helps the poor live a better life. From that point on, they would torment corrupt officials and wealthy nobles, redistributing their wealth and resources to the impoverished common people. It's important to note that Hong Gil-dong and his gang never targeted the possessions of the poor. Hwalbindang exclusively targeted the ill-gotten wealth of corrupt officials and the rich nobles who oppressed the people. The riches and grain they seized were distributed evenly among the impoverished citizens. Although their actions involved illegal activities, such as thievery, they were considered righteous rebels because they used the seized wealth as a means to alleviate the suffering of the oppressed masses, which the government had failed to address. The logic behind this view is that the tyrannical officials and wealthy nobles had ruthlessly extorted the wealth from the people, so the true owners of that wealth were the suffering common people. Hong Gil-dong merely played the role of returning the wealth to its rightful owners, rather than hoarding it for personal gain. Consequently, he was regarded as a hero of his time rather than a thief. As Hong Gil-dong's reputation grew nationwide, the government dispatched military forces to capture him and his gang. However, Hong Gil-dong always managed to outwit them using his exceptional combat and strategic skills. Despite the efforts to subdue him, Hong Gil-dong's fame continued to spread. Recognizing the limits of military suppression, the government attempted to persuade Hong Gil-dong by offering him an official position. However, he declined the offer, choosing instead to leave the country with his mother and sailed across the sea, ultimately establishing an ideal world in a distant land. In Korea, there is a discussion among scholars about the protagonist of the novel Hong Gil-dongjeon, written by Jeon, being based on a real person. They argue that Hong Gil-dong was a leader of a group of outlaws during the 15th century, wearing a red robe and leading a group of bandits who engaged in thievery against the ruling class, corrupting government officials. The annals of the Joseon dynasty records Hong Gil-dong in at least 3 different places, including his name and the name of his bandit group, Hwalbindang.